What's up everyone, it's just Blaze89. Today's video is going to be the best class setup for the Cooper Carbine in Call of Duty Vanguard. The first attachment that we're going to have is going to be on the muzzle, and that's the MX silencer. Now, first effect it's going to have is going to make your weapon fire quieter with sound suppression, and also it's going to stop you showing up on the minimap when you fire your weapon if someone has the radar perk equipped. On top of that, it's also going to give you a boost to your accuracy and a slight nerf to your aim down sight time, but you really won't notice it because it's such a small amount. The barrel we're going to go for is going to be the 18 Ragdoll G45 barrel. That's going to give us a 40% increase to bullet velocity and a 50% increase to damage range. It's also going to boost our vertical recoil control by 23% and horizontal by 11%. It does nerf your hip fire accuracy by quite a bit, but it's really not an issue because it's still going to be useful when you need it in hip fire, but you won't need it in hip fire. For the most part, you want to be aiming down sights anyway. So the next thing that we're going to do is go for the optic, and that's going to be the Mark III sun filter. That's just for me personally because it's 1.5 magnification, which, as I've said before, is what I find to be the perfect magnification for long, medium and short range. The stock that we're going to go for is going to be the Cooper 45 RS. That's going to give you a +2 to initial accuracy and recoil, which is very important as most kills you're going to get in this game due to the fast time to kill are going to be in those initial 5-6 shots, and this will keep you highly accurate for those first like 5 to 6 shots that come out of your gun. After that it will kick a bit, but other than that it's very accurate, but it's like a laser beam, to be honest with you, once you've got this set up. It also is going to increase your aim down sight speed, so getting rid of the nerf that we had from the last attachment. And it's also going to boost your centering speed, which is basically when you shoot your gun and the reticle goes up and down kicking as you're shooting, the better your centering speed, the quicker that reticle comes back down to where you want it to be, basically on target. So very important in maintaining accuracy, and that's one of the things that this attachment does for us. Under barrel we're going for the M1941 hand stop. That's going to give you some more recoil control again, boosting your vertical and horizontal recoil control. And it will also give you better accuracy, which is a very important stat in this game, as you'll see in my accuracy video that I did earlier a few months back. That explains about the aim down sight bloom mechanic that's in this game, which is just ridiculous. Which basically means you almost get hip fire spread even when you're aiming down sight if your weapon doesn't have enough accuracy attachments on it. So accuracy is a very important stat when you're setting up your guns. The magazine we're going to go for is going to be the 30 caliber Carbine 45 round mags. That's going to increase our bullet velocity by another 20%, making it basically as soon as the trigger's pulled, the bullet hits the enemy. It's even at long ranges. It helps get those kills at longer ranges when you have a higher bullet velocity, because obviously it's how fast the bullet travels out the gun. It's also going to boost our damage by 36%, making this a 3-shot kill weapon. It's going to increase our damage range by another 12%, meaning that you've basically got endless range pretty much. You can hit the end of the map and still be doing high damage from one end to the other. It is going to slightly reduce your movement speed, but you're still going to be pretty damn fast. And it will slightly reduce your aim down sight speed, but again, it doesn't really matter. It is going to reduce your vertical and horizontal recoil control as well by a little bit, but not by much because you've already boosted it with your other attachments. And trust me, this gun, as you'll see in the video, is highly accurate even at longer ranges. It's going to increase your magazine ammo capacity up to 45 rounds, which is basically almost doubling it. It's also going to give you a higher starting ammo count, and you're going to do more bullet penetration when shooting through surfaces. So on the whole, that's the best magazine attachment to have. The ammo type that I've gone for is going to be the lengthened, just to increase bullet velocity some more. That's going to take it up by another 30%. The rear grip we're going for is going to be the fabric grip, and that's going to increase our aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed, and will slightly increase your hip fire recovery. The proficiency that we've gone for is going to be tight grip, and that just gives you accuracy and recoil control during sustained fire, which is always worth having. It's not worth having vital on this gun because the headshot damage multiplier is basically non-existent, so it's not really going to reduce your shots to kill, so there's no point having it. The kit that we're going to go for is going to be Defender, and that just gives you better movement while mounted. If you wanted to, you could swap that for fully loaded just to give you more ammo, but that's up to you. So to run through that quickly, that's the MX silencer on the muzzle, the 18 Ragdoll G45 barrel, any attachment you want really on the optic, the Cooper 45 RS stock, the M1941 hand stop, the 30 caliber carbine 45 round mags, lengthened ammo type or full metal jacket, whichever you prefer. I'd go lengthened though. Rear grip is the fabric grip, proficiency is tight grip, and kit is defender. As for perks on this, I go with the Overkill as perk 3 so that I can have a combat shield on my back just to stop me getting killed from behind. You really would be surprised how often this will stop you getting killed. Perk 1 I've gone for is probably the best perk 1 or possibly the best perk in the game at the minute, and that's Dauntless. What that does is first of all reduces the movement slowing effects that come from when you're being suppressed and shot at. You'll notice sometimes your movement slows down, it feels like you're kind of stuck in the mud. That's due to the suppression effect that happens in this game. This will stop that happening so you can keep moving. Also, better than that, it makes you fireproof to everything basically except for the flame knot. It was originally for the flame knot, I believe, but it seems to have been patched or hotfixed because now you will die to the flame knot still. But other than that, when it comes to thermites and molotovs and even incendiary rounds, you will not suffer burn damage from them. You can see a video I did on that, which I'll leave a link to down below. Perk 2 I've gone for radar, just because that means whenever the enemy fires their weapon and it hasn't got a suppressor on it or a silencer, they will show up on your mini-map as a red dot, which obviously is helpful for knowing where to move on the map and for where the enemies are. The lethal I've gone for is the Mark II frag grenade, just because incendiaries aren't as useful now, because if you use Dauntless, then you don't get no burn damage, so it won't do any damage to them. Tactical, I like to have the stun grenade, just because it does do 20 damage in this game, which can make all the difference. You can be surprised how many kills you can get with the stun grenade, just finishing enemies off. So that's my setup for this class. I hope you like it. If you did, leave a like down below. Big thank you to everyone who made it to the end of the video, and thank you for letting me hit 500 subs. I really appreciate it and can't believe we've reached that already. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.